Have you ever found yourself waking up at 3 a.m. for no apparent reason? Maybe you toss and turn, checking the time, wondering why you're awake. It seems random, right? Just another sleepless night. But what if I told you it's not? What if, in that very moment, God is trying to get your attention? While the rest of the world is deep in slumber, He might be calling out to you, waiting for you to listen. Hard to believe, isn't it? But stay with me, because I'm about to show you something that could change the way you see these moments of early morning wakefulness forever. This could be one of the most powerful spiritual signs you've ever received. It's a divine call that, if answered, can transform your life in ways you've never imagined, quickly and profoundly. But before we dive into how this works, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any of the life-changing content we share, and you'll also help spread this message to others who, like you, might be on the brink of a major spiritual breakthrough. So why 3 a.m.? You've probably woken up at this time before and thought nothing of it. Maybe you tried scrolling through your phone, or you just lay there, frustrated that sleep wasn't coming back. But what if that moment wasn't just about insomnia? What if it's a divine invitation, God's way of nudging you to pray, to connect with Him in a deeper, more intimate way? The stillness of the night creates a rare and powerful opportunity to be in direct communion with Him. In Jeremiah 33:3, we're told, "Call to me, and I will answer you." This verse sums up what God expects from us in those moments of silence, when the world is quiet, and we can hear His voice more clearly, free from the distractions of the day. Think about it for a second. Maybe you've been struggling with something at work, or in your family, or even within yourself, and suddenly you're awake in the middle of the night, for no clear reason. What if that moment is your opportunity to hand over those burdens to God in prayer? Instead of resisting the urge to be awake or trying to fill that time with distractions, what if God is using that time to speak directly to your heart? He may be guiding you, offering you answers that you've been too busy or stressed to hear during the day. These moments of stillness could be when He's most ready to reveal something profound to you. Sometimes waking up at 3 a.m. comes with a sense of urgency, a pressure in your chest, like you're being pulled to do something. It's not just about being awake, it's about being called to intercede. Maybe not just for yourself, but for someone else who's going through a tough time. Intercession is one of the most powerful acts of faith we can engage in. When you're woken up like this, it's an opportunity to stand in prayer like a spiritual warrior on behalf of the people you love, or even for global situations that have touched your heart. These 3 a.m. wake-ups aren't just coincidences. They're precious moments where you can seek divine guidance, where you can find clarity for the struggles you're facing. Whether your battle is big or small, praying at this time can feel like building a bridge between you and the answers you desperately need. Just like Jeremiah was instructed to cry out to God, you too can call on Him with full confidence that He's listening and ready to respond. There's a certain power in knowing that the same God who created the universe is available to you in the quiet of the night, ready to offer wisdom and direction for your life. But here's the thing. It all starts with your heart. You've got to open it up, make room for that divine connection. Instead of rolling over and wondering why you're awake, try this. Surrender. Let the prayer flow. Those early morning wake-ups can be incredibly transformative if you let them be. Maybe God is asking you to let go of control and trust Him fully. It's like He's inviting you into a deeper reflection, one that you don't get in the hustle and bustle of daily life. The silence of the night allows His voice to come through louder, clearer. Waking up at 3 a.m. could be an invitation to examine your heart, your thoughts, and even your actions. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." In those quiet moments, free from the chaos and noise of the world, You can truly be still and let His presence wash over you. It's a time to reflect on your life, your choices, and the path you're on. Are you living in alignment with God's will for you? Are your daily decisions taking you closer to or farther away from the purpose He has set for you? In the rush of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of what really matters. But waking up at this hour gives you a chance to pause and ask yourself, am I living in a way that honors God's plan for me? Are my priorities aligned with what He wants for my life? In those moments, you can step back, reconsider your direction, and seek a deeper, more meaningful connection with God. It's a chance to reset, to recalibrate, and to reconnect with the spiritual truths that guide your life. Here's a practical tip that might help. Keep a notebook by your bedside. The next time you wake up at 3 a.m., use that quiet time to jot down thoughts, ideas, or even prayers that come to mind. Sometimes God speaks in the subtlest ways, and capturing those thoughts can bring clarity in the days and weeks to come. Reflection isn't just about looking back on the past, it's about planning for the future, with God's wisdom lighting the way.
This is also a time to think about your daily attitudes and actions. Are you living with kindness and compassion, or are you letting impatience and selfishness dictate your relationship? Moments are perfect for seeking self-awareness, for letting God's light shine on those areas. It's a chance to ask for His guidance in becoming the person He's called you to be, and in letting His love reflect through your actions.
And once you've spent time reflecting, something beautiful happens. You feel an urge to act, to live with more intention, to approach life with a renewed sense of purpose. That's where your spiritual journey gains strength. As you move forward in this process, you're preparing yourself to face the spiritual battles that often arise during times of growth. The stronger you grow spiritually, the more equipped you'll be to handle the challenges that come your way. Now let me ask you, have you ever had an experience like this? Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m. and wondered if there was something more to it? What do you think might be behind these wake-ups? And now that you understand what this 3 a.m. spiritual call could mean, the big question is, what are you going to do with it? Will you keep brushing off these wake-ups, thinking they're just random? Or will you start to see them as divine opportunities, moments when God is trying to speak to you? He's offering you the chance to connect with something much greater, to transform your life from the inside out. But it's up to you to respond. If you feel like something needs to change in your life, if you're ready for a new season of spiritual growth, then start putting what you've learned into action. The next time you wake up at 3 a.m., instead of ignoring it, use that time to pray, reflect, and open your heart to what God wants to reveal to you. What do you have to lose? Or better yet, what could you gain by listening to what He has to say? Let's talk in the comments. Have you ever experienced something like this? What are you going to do the next time you wake up at 3 a.m.? Are you ready to embrace this change? And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and keep learning how to live according to God's purpose for your life. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.